this is Kim, also known as the Spiritual Mom 36 here on YouTube. Today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about meditation. And just as a reminder, this is an introductory video about meditation, Meditation 101, for those who are just beginning or just finding an interest in meditation. Meditation is very, very important. Everybody should try to meditate. At least every day would be great, but I know it's hard to find the time, but at least several times a week. Or even if you meditate every day, you don't have to dedicate an hour to your meditation. You can have 10, 15 minutes a day where you just stop what you're doing and relax and quiet your thoughts for a few moments. It's amazing what it could do for you. There are so many therapeutic benefits to meditation. Of course, meditation is a very important part of spirituality. It helps open up our minds. It helps open up our hearts. It helps open up all of our chakras, which is a different video in of itself. But meditation has a lot of different physical and emotional benefits too. And you know what stress does to the body. I don't need to tell you. So meditation will help lower your stress level, make you more relaxed. And so you're going to have, a better grasp on things throughout your daily life. You will have more patience and understanding and more love and compassion. You will feel more connected to other people, to animals, to nature, to the universe. We are all connected. So meditation has so many different benefits. So please take some time for yourself throughout the day to meditate. Meditation helps you find answers from within as well. We have all the answers within ourselves. We just have to take the time to listen. We need to be quiet. And I said this in another video. Sometimes you need to shut up and listen to yourself. And it's true. If you could just take that time to just close your eyes, relax, and let your thoughts go, you'll start to hear yourself talking. And you'll start to hear those answers that you're looking for. There are a lot of different types of meditations out there. There's guided imagery, in which you listen to somebody's voice and they send you to the beach or in the forest or on some journey of sorts. There's meditations in which you can utilize music and different sounds and tones to establish different levels of consciousness. You can even just listen to sounds like nature sounds, water and rain, things like that. Anything that is going to calm and relax you. There's kinds of meditation where you still remain alert to your surroundings. They're called mindful meditation. So you're relaxed, your thoughts are floating in and out. You're not trying to control your thoughts, you're just letting them kind of come and go, but you're aware of your surroundings. That's a mindful meditation, and that's very peaceful as well. You have more in-depth spiritual meditation where you kind of lose sight of what's going on around you. And you really go deep within yourself and you really get connected to God or the source or whatever greater being, the creator. And that's when you really start to find your connection. Really, really deep type of meditation. There's a lot of different other kinds of meditations, even like yoga can be considered meditation, or any type of movement type of meditations. So there's a lot of meditations out there. There's a lot of different techniques, and you can Google meditation techniques. You can get all kinds of free downloadable meditations that are out there. If you look up YouTube, on YouTube you can find a lot of different meditations too, and just listen to those. So there's a lot out there. You have to pick and choose what's good for you, because not all meditations are going to feel right to you. I've tried a lot. What I've found though is I've tried a lot of different meditations, but I've come back to just using my own inner voice. I kind of stopped using the music and the tones and the guided meditations, and now I just kind of sit in quiet by myself. I kind of went full circle with that, and I found that I was getting a little bit dependent on some of the music, because some music will actually guide you in your meditation and create different feelings within you. If the music's getting louder or more vibrant, you might start to feel yourself getting higher and higher in the meditation. Or if it starts to come down, then you feel like you're coming out of your meditation. So I kind of like to not always use the music. I did in the beginning because I found it very helpful. But now I just kind of sit in quiet and do my meditations alone. You can also use crystals to help with your meditation, light some candles or incense to create the mood, whatever is good for you. You want to make sure that you are comfortable. You can sit in a chair, sit straight up in a chair with your feet planted on the floor. Do not cross your legs. You can certainly do that, or you can lay down. You just want to make sure all your chakras are lined up. So either sitting straight up or laying down flat, but you just want to be comfortable. A lot of people fall asleep when they lay down. I prefer to meditate laying down. I can't sit up for some reason. I like to lay down, but I do find myself sometimes falling asleep. So you have to do what's best for you and try different ways, and figure out how comfortable you are. Sometimes it's very hard to get comfortable. You feel your body twitching or you're itchy, and it's okay to go ahead and scratch that itch or readjust. Just don't beat yourself up over it. If you're laying there and you're trying to relax and you're itchy, you're going to have to scratch it, because if you don't scratch that itch, it's going to get worse and worse, and it's going to totally ruin your meditation. So find a comfortable place, turn your phone off. You want to try to meditate in a place where there's no interruptions, no cell phones or other technology. You want to try to get away from the television and things like that. You don't want the vibrations and stuff of the different technologies to affect your meditation, because sometimes it can suck up your energy. Meditating outside is a wonderful experience. If you can meditate by water or out in your backyard under the tree, these are all wonderful ways to meditate as well. I know it's not always possible, and sometimes we're a little embarrassed to sit outside under the tree where our neighbors can see us. So it's up to you, but definitely find a place in your house if you have to meditate inside, somewhere where you're comfortable and not going to be interrupted. You want to make sure that you are completely relaxed and quiet your mind. At first, your thoughts are just going to go flying. You're going to be thinking about lunch and what you have to do. You have to go to the cleaners. You have to pick the kids up. You're going to be thinking about these things. It's natural. But eventually, those thoughts will start to vanish. And you'll find that there's not so much going on anymore. So that's a good place to be at. If you're having trouble doing that, you're having trouble letting your minds go, you can also count to 10. I do this. I count to 10 and over and over and over again. Once I get to 10, I start at 1 again. And I do that while breathing. And breathing is a very important part of meditation. You want to make sure you're breathing using the lower part of your stomach. When you take a deep breath, your stomach should expand, not your shoulders. If you're breathing and your shoulders are going up, that means you're not really filling your lungs. So you want to do good deep breaths using your abdomen to get your breaths, because that's the proper technique for breathing. If you do some really deep breaths, that's going to relax your whole body. And you can imagine your whole body relaxing. You can do body part by body part, starting with your feet or wherever you're comfortable and working your way up and relaxing all the different parts of your body, however it works for you. You definitely want to make sure you're grounded, meaning that you're still connected to the earth, and you can Google that, grounding and meditation, or look it up on YouTube on how to ground yourself so that you're still connected to the earth. And sometimes that's just a matter of imagining some kind of white light or connection between you and the earth. Another thing that's important too when you're meditating, especially when you're getting into deeper meditation, is to protect yourself. You want to have some kind of white light, and so you just close your eyes, you imagine this beautiful white energy, this white light surrounding you, that you are protected. You want to make sure you feel protected. And a good tip about meditating is when you're meditating, and especially if you're going to meditate deeper, and you're not just meditating on a conscious level, but perhaps you want to meditate and try to connect to spirits or entities or the creator or the source, If you want to start going into those deep meditations, you really want to make sure you're happy and in a peaceful place in your life. If you're feeling really stressed and angry and have negative thoughts, you may not want to go into a deep meditation. But you can certainly do some breathing techniques and some simple guided imagery to help with your stress. But don't go into deep meditation when you're angry, upset, or stressed, or have negative energy. You don't want to bring out any negative energy back to you that can actually connect to your aura. So you want to be very careful about that. So what could happen when you're meditating? So you sit there, you're sitting or you're laying and you're relaxing. You're finding it's peaceful and joyous. You're going to see all kinds of images flipping by in your third eye. This is your third eye. Your eyes are closed, but you can sometimes still see things. You might see a lot of different lights and colors and zigzaggy patterns or geometrical shapes. You might start seeing images of people that you know or you don't know. You might see little video clips, and all of a sudden you go, what was that? I just saw it. And those are really cool. All of a sudden you have this video playing in your head and you don't know where it comes from. You might hear things. You might hear your name. You might hear phrases or things like that. You might hear sounds at your window. I've heard all kinds of different things. I've heard all different kinds of noises, banging, barking, a sound of like stones falling behind my head, or the bed being knocked on, so you can hear some really strange noises. Another thing that you might experience, which is normal, is you might have sensations in your body. You might have a tingling feeling or chills going through your body, right up your spine. Or you might have feelings of vibrations. This is when you're really starting to get relaxed. Your body starts to vibrate. And it's a very intense sensation. And at first it might scare you, but if you just relax and let it go, it's a really beautiful experience. It means you're connecting. You're really relaxing and letting go. So it's this like tingly, vibrating type of feeling. Or you might have jolting. Sometimes you'll be nice and relaxed, and all of a sudden your arm will jolt or something, or your leg will twitch, or your toes will twitch. So these are all these kinds of things that might happen to you, and they're all normal. The thing is to try not to let them startle you and bring you out of your meditative state. And this is an issue that I have. Whenever I see a vision, or I hear something, or I feel something, I automatically get startled and I come out of my meditative state. So this is something that I'm working on in my spiritual journey, is to stay relaxed and focused and know that these things are okay. You also might get really hot or really cold. It really depends. You might have a tingling sensation in your head, or maybe even sharp pains in your head. This could be your crown chakra. This is also for another video. But your crown chakra is up here, and if you're meditating, you very well might be opening up your crown chakra, and that's a weird sensation too. Lots of tingling, lots of like sometimes I feel like I have like a vice on my head. Somebody put a helmet on my head. So you might have sensations like that as well. And these are all normal things. You just have to relax and let that pass. So those are some of the things you might have. Why is it important? Well, you might receive some kind of vision or message in your meditative state. And I'm going to talk about that in the next video of some of the visions and messages that I've received from meditating. Now, when you're finished with your meditation, it's important to end slowly. It's like when you're sleeping and all of a sudden somebody turns the lights on and wakes you up, and you're still half asleep. You don't want to be half asleep when you're waking up from your meditation. I've done that, and it's very uncomfortable. One time it took me a good hour to try to get out of it, and I'm walking around in a daze and groggy, and just still buzzing and vibrating. So it's a very strange sensation. So you want to make sure you get up from your meditation slowly and wake up your body, body part by body part. Start to acknowledge your feet, your legs, your stomach, your shoulders, your arms, hands, and head. You want to make sure that all of your body is awoken and not get up so abruptly. So I hope that I've helped you get some ideas on how you can meditate. Like I said, this is just a beginner video. You can certainly look up more advanced ways to meditate. But meditation, I have found it to be so important in my life, and I love doing it. I use my crystals. I use incense and candles. I sometimes use sounds of rain or relaxing, calming music. I do guided meditation. One of the things you can do also is you can get some guided meditation online. You can look up guided meditation, and they'll have it written out in script form. And one of the things that I did was I recorded myself saying the guided meditation, and then I put some quiet music in the background, and so I was able to listen to myself. So I'm actually telling myself where to go, walk slowly through the forest, those kind of meditations. And these are really, really wonderful ways to meditate as well, by using your own voice, because then you're listening to yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope that you're motivated to try meditation. It's not something to fear. It's something to look forward to. And it's very peaceful. And I really hope that you will join me in meditation. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye.